Welcome back, Kentucky Sports Radio. Now joined on the phone by Mark Pope, the University of Kentucky head basketball coach. Mark, great to have you on. We talked to you right after you were hired, and now it's been almost 5 months in the job. Does it feel like it after that long?
Oh, you know what, Matt? First of all, I'm so hyped to be on. Second, I think we've lost all sense of space and time, right? So I don't know what it feels like. It feels like brilliant and beautiful and big blue, right? So I don't know if it feels like it's just been a day or it feels like it's been 5 years, but probably both.
Yeah, well, you've been everywhere. I see you all over the state, all over the country. You know, you get a job like this, you sit there and you say, okay, I've got the job I've always dreamed of. What's it like now that you've actually done it for 5 months?
It's the greatest job in the world. It's the greatest job in the world. The day I forget that is the day that Mitch should move me out of here, because this is just really incredibly special, and it's the greatest challenge that I'll ever face in my life professionally, and it's also the greatest honor to be here coaching this program, and so every day it's not hard to remember that. It's really not. I mean, there's some, occasionally we have a day where it's a heavy work day. But every day is joy, man, because we're doing something we love, and we're doing it at the greatest institution in all of college basketball, and we're certainly doing it in front of the greatest fan base in all of sports, I think. I really do think
like that. Greatest fan base in all of sports. All right, let's talk about the event that's coming and then some questions about the team. Tomorrow, tickets are going to go on sale for this new blue-white game that's a fundraiser for NIL for UK basketball. Tell people the thoughts behind it and what's going to happen there in a few weeks.
Yeah, I'm so excited about this. So this is just our regularly scheduled practice, okay? So it's going to be, what's going to happen is that we're going to scrimmage. Like, we're going to live scrimmage. In fact, I think it's going to be the first time the public will be able to see us live scrimmage for a full game. The BBN will be able to see that. And so it's going to be really exciting. Club Blue now is just taking this normal practice, and they turned it into this incredible event where, they're going to have every time it's going to be a fiesta, right? I think it's going to be pretty epic. I'm really excited about all the things that we're hearing that Club Blue is going to do around this. And then, for us, like, we're going to compete. Like, it's going to be game speed, full intensity kind of pride and guts and blood and sweat on the floor scrimmage where our guys are trying to prove themselves. Like, we have a lot of guys who are going to be trying to earn time, earn position, learn how to play with each other. Our coaches will be mic'd up, so you'll be able to hear them coaching.
Oh, wait a minute! We're going to get to hear you guys coach during the game for real.
Yes, and there'll probably be some commentary from us during timeouts and halftime where you really get an inside look at exactly the mechanism how this is and how we operate and how we're trying to build this thing. I think it's going to be incredible, actually. So I'm super excited about it. I've never seen anything done like it before, and it's the way Kentucky should be. I mean, we should be doing things that have never been done before, and this is certainly going to be one of them. And so I'm incredibly excited. It also, Club Blue is also a linchpin organization in the future of Kentucky basketball. Like, in this new environment, what Club Blue is doing to allow us to compete, I cannot overstate its importance. It's quintessentially important to everything we're doing. And so the fact that we get to partner with them on this, that they're building this incredible event around our practice is actually super cool.
So if I'm a fan that's coming, I'm going to – one of the things I've heard over the years is people go, these blue-white and the madness, they're not really playing. Are you planning on having these guys really play in this situation?
No, hey, listen, so this is what I would say to BBN, okay? Come to this deal and bring your pom-poms and your signs because you're going to cheer like crazy, but also bring your notebooks because you're going to be able to take notes and kind of have the best insider look at what we're doing. Like, Matt, I'm not a secrets guy. I'm not smart enough to have secrets. And so, and this opportunity for BBN to roll in there and really, really get to know us and how we do things and why we do things and how we're trying to build this. So it's going to be the greatest fan experience in terms of cheering these guys on and getting to know them, but it's also going to be, in a sense, like a coach's clinic and like an insider dive into who we are as a program.
I like that, Ryan. That sounds very interesting. Get to see him break it down. All right. Well, let me ask you a little bit. There's never been a Kentucky team, maybe ever, where the fans probably know less about the players going into it than this year. So you've been around them. Tell us on some of these players, what you're seeing, what they play like, and how fans can kind of, for some of these names, what are these guys? We know their names, but what are they like as players now that you've worked with them?
Yeah, so you let me. I'll start with them as people. So I could cite a dozen examples, but most recently, we got a chance to kick off this school year by going to Eastern Kentucky and having a weekend of service to the people in the state of Kentucky. And, it was hard work. It was blistering hot. It was uncomfortable. Guys were carrying timber and pounding nails and doing all that, a good solid day's work in the hot sun to serve. And this group, I'm telling you, there was not one guy in this group that hid. There was never a word of complaint. Like, these guys were all in. It was really impressive as a staff, experiencing that with our guys. That's something we keep going back to. It's just like, man, our guys are just fully invested. Like, they know work, they love work, they're about work, they're about service. So when you have that as a foundation for what a team is, it's pretty cool. As individuals, I'll always probably start these conversations with Lamont Butler and Kerr Krissa. In some ways, they're really the head of the snake for us, and they could not be more different as human beings and basketball players. They're great in different ways, and they're brilliant. And they've actually become good friends. They add different things. Lamont Butler is really trying to bring a leadership voice to this program. I used to. He's also given us a defensive presence that you can't overstate. This league, the SEC, is full of great point guards, and I'm spending exactly zero time. I sweat about a lot of things at night, but I'm sweating exactly 0 ounces of sweat are coming from my body when I think about guard and point guards in this league, which I don't know if anybody else can say.
I like to hear that. I've heard, Mark, you tell me if I'm right, that those two go at it in practice. That is a great battle in practice.
And listen, Lamont is the greatest gift to Kerr because he just presses the living daylights out of him. And Kerr is such a talented, offensive-minded player that he's a real challenge for Lamont. Like, he's really testing Lamont. Like, Kerr is an incredible cutter. He shoots the lights out of the ball. He's very, very clever. And so that matchup is super fun. And then, Kerr's got a little defensive juice to his own. He's not really taking your ball, but he's going to end up flopping at some point, and you're going to get off his foul. You're going to be so pissed at him, right? He just is beautiful that way to kind of get under your skin. And so, that's just a little glimpse into those guys right now. It's going to be really fun, kind of at that point guard spot for sure.
Do you, looking at the rest of the team, I think if outsiders would say, I suspect the leading scorer and kind of the main offensive guy will be Jackson Robinson. Do you agree with that, or are there other guys to watch in that role?
Yeah, I mean, we got guys that can score for sure. Jackson, we had a couple live scrimmages against former players this summer, and Jackson certainly was incredibly impressive. He's proven his ability to score. Kobe Bray is a guy that can really, really fill it up. I mean, incredibly quickly. Ansley Almador has been incredible, making shots all summer long. On our team right now as a staff, we're like, we have got to get the ball to Andrew Carr more often. Andrew Carr actually had a stretch this summer where he went 5 days of practice straight. It wasn't 5 straight days of practice, but it was 5 consecutive practices because we have to take days off because of summer. He went 5 straight practices where he did not miss a single field goal. Not a single one.
Stop it. Then he needs to shoot more, right? Like he's got to shoot
Oh,
more.
my God. So we're like, we got to find more ways to get the ball in his hands. So we have a bunch of guys that could really have an impact scoring the ball. And I didn't even talk about Ortega Owe. And you think about Ortega, he's probably our most productive player all summer long. Like, so there's a lot of places where, and I haven't even mentioned Brandon Garrison or Amari Williams, who, you know, as much as our point guards, those 2 5s, they really stir the drink for us. That both those guys finished second and third in the whole summer in terms of assists. And we got that from your 2-5, man. It's super cool, man. It's a fun way to play the game.
Andy Katz says that Kobe Brea was his pick for best three-point shooter in the country. Kobe Brea then said, I'm not even the best three-point shooter on the team. Travis Perry makes more than me. What do you think about those guys?
Yeah, you know what? Listen, I'm talking about our Kentucky guys right now, Travis Perry and Trent Noah. They have been awesome. I mean, I'm so proud of those 2 kids. They've grown so much. And, you know, they kind of came in here just excited, eager, hungry. And Travis Perry just has this, he walks around with his confidence, and I think he's growing so much. I think he's having fun growing. And this dude is assassin. So he had 3 straight – I've never seen this at any level in basketball. So our guys were doing some shooting series during the course of the summer, and he had 3 straight days where he made 100 out of 100 free throws. 3 straight.
Oh, my God. That's
I've never heard that before.
Have you ever heard about that, Ryan? That's crazy.
No, 3 days in a row.
Yeah, it's great. And this Trent Noah guy, so Trent's going to be mad at me when I say this, but the first, 5 weeks of summer, he couldn't make a shot. Could not make a shot. I think his head was spinning. Everything was going so fast. He had the exact consummate rookie experience moving into this jersey and this joint. But it's been incredible to watch him start to be like, no, I belong here. This is where I'm supposed to be, and I'm good at this. And now I feel like this kid can't miss a shot. He's got a physicality, super fun. Like, those kids, man.
Yeah, I just got a minute, real quick. Colin Chandler, we know nothing about. Give people a quick rundown.
So Colin is you know, he took 2 years off. He didn't really take them off. He went to serve for 2 years, right?
Yeah.
And he set down the ball for 2 years. And so with these guys coming off 2-year service, their on-ramp is incredibly, it's massively important. We have to go really slow.
Okay.
He had he kind of got into full action and had a little setback, and he's almost fully back. And it was super fun because week 6 of our 8-week summer, all of a sudden he was dunking on guys, and everyone was like, whoa, where did this cat come from, right? Because we had to on-ramp him so slow. He is going to be incredibly excited. He's almost back to live play. We're thinking maybe next week he won't go the full 2-a-days. But maybe next week we'll get him some live play. But this dude, he is going to capture the heart and soul of BBN in a way that's going to be incredibly special.
This blue-white game is Saturday. What is it? The 18th. Friday the 18th. Friday the 18th. ClubBlueNIL.com will have the tickets tomorrow at 10 a.m. 30 seconds. Get the fans to show up. Tell them what they're going to do.
Well, listen, I'm telling you, this is all I can say. On Friday, October 11th, Big Blue Madness, we have some things in works that have never been seen in college basketball before. I kid you not. It's going to be awesome. Big Blue Madness is always awesome. We're trying to go next level. And then this Friday, October 18th, this Club Blue event surrounding our practice is going to be the greatest insider's look early in the